Hello, I'm going to do the Capricorn daily energy for Friday, October 8th. And this may or may not resonate with you. If it does, take what does. If it does not, leave what does not. Also, you have the power to change my life for the better just by liking, subscribing, and watching my video all the way through. I greatly appreciate any and all of your support. All right, let's see. I feel like the cards are a little feisty. Have something to say. There we go. A little. All right. Oh, we have Ace of Cups. We have Six of Swords. I think, like I said yesterday, I feel like the Six of Swords is coming out a lot for Capricorn. We have Six of Cups. We have the Green Man. The Green Man is a Fool. We have the Four of Wands. We have the High Priestess. We have the Ten of Cups. We have the Eight of Swords. We have the Moon. And we have the Seven of Pentacles. There could be somebody from your past that is coming back in. Six of Cups is somebody that you, excuse me, that you had a positive relationship with could be coming back into your life, because we also have the Ace of Cups within that line. We have the Fool, and we have the Ten of Cups. So we have the Ace of Cups, the Fool, and we have the Ten of Cups. So it could be somebody is coming back into your life, which I think I said yesterday. Yesterday's reading was about reconnecting with somebody, getting closer to somebody. We have the Four of Wands here, where there's these two people that are working together to make this cider. Like they're crushing the apples and the pears, and they're working together, and they're making this apple cider together. They both have smiles on their face. They're both happy. We have the High Priestess here, and she's kind of mixing her brew. Like she is mixing her potion. She is making things happen. We have Seven of Pentacles. That is about working on things. You haven't finished something. You were working on something, and then you kind of took a break, and then you're ready to get back to it. We also have the Moon and the Eight of Swords, so that's about holding yourself back. I almost feel like maybe are you holding yourself back from that connection with that person? Are you holding yourself back? Are you holding yourself back? Are you not opening up to your partner? Are you keeping those walls up? Ooh, I just got a little emotional when I felt that. Are you protecting yourself too much? Like, yes, you have to look out for yourself, but I almost feel like I'm feeling the energy from this reading is that are you protecting yourself too much and you're not letting this person in, your partner in? I almost feel like you want to have this Ten of Cups, like you want to have this connection with this person, but I feel like you're not ready. You're not opening yourself up to that. I felt that inside, you know, I felt that energy. And that's a hard thing to do. I mean, and I get that. Let's see. Do I want these or do I want those? I feel like your relationship is at the point where you have to open yourself up more. And that might be scary for you. Because you're worried about the unknown. You're worried about being hurt. You're worrying about being deceived. All right, so we have Ace of Cups and then we have the Eight of Wands. In order to move this relationship forward, you're going to have to open up. You're going to have to let some of these walls down. You're going to have to let this person in. You're going to have to be strong. I feel like you're afraid. I feel like you're holding back. You're holding back. You're like, no, I don't want to do it, but I want to have this 10 of Cups. I know that I have to be strong, but I don't want to get hurt. The Hangman. As I said before, the Hangman is my favorite card. You need to look at this from a different perspective because I feel like you need to see that it's almost like you're holding back in this relationship. You're holding yourself back from attaining this 10 of Cups. Okay, because we have this Eight of Swords here that is about holding yourself back. But you can break yourself free from this. Like you're the one that's holding yourself back. And I feel like you need to look at this from a different perspective because in order for you to attain this Four of Wands, this 10 of Cups, you have to see that there are some things that you need to do. Sometimes the hardest thing to do is to look at our own actions and see what we're doing and seeing what we're putting into a relationship and what we're not putting into a relationship and see, how many walls do we really have around our heart. The Fool and then the Magician. Okay? The Magician is about feeling that confidence. It's about making things happen. And then the Fool is taking that leap of faith, like not knowing what's going to happen, but taking those chances. In order to attain this 10 of Cups, you have to put yourself out there. You can't self-sabotage a relationship because if you put that energy saying, oh, well, it's not going to work out because none of my other relationships worked out. It's not going to happen for me because it never happens for me. If you're putting that energy out there, that is what that's coming back. And you're making that happen by saying that and by thinking about that. Four of Wands, the Wheel, ready for change. We have a lot of major cards here. A lot of major cards. This is a strong message for someone. Chasing that. I feel like this is something that you've been chasing for a long time, but the reason why you haven't, I'm not saying it's all your fault. I'm not saying that. But I feel like this is something that you have been chasing, but you haven't been able to attain it because you've been holding yourself back. And I feel like you haven't really even realized that you've been holding yourself back. And it's scary to be vulnerable, because who wants to be hurt? But if you're putting in that energy that you're going to be hurt, then that's what's going to happen. We have Justice, things falling in your favor. Believing that things are going to fall in your favor. Relationships are difficult, no matter if it's a relationship with a family member, with a child, with a mother or a father, with friendships, partnerships. there are those times when that person is going to disappoint you and you're going to disappoint that person, but you have to, believe that you can work through it. And you have to want to fight for that relationship instead of giving up and finding something new or a new relationship. It's about sticking with it and fighting through those difficult times. We have the 10 of Cups, and then we have the Queen of Wands, being a fighter. That's what the Queen of Wands is. She's a fighter, hanging in there. 8 of Swords, 10 of Wands. You've been carrying around this burden on your back that's been holding you back. There is something that is weighing on you, that it's been holding you back. The Moon. And then we have the 3 of Cups. Just celebrating happiness. Believing that there's happiness to come. Believing in the positive energy. Instead of believing in the disappointment, believing in the positive energy. Believing in things turning out and things happening for you. 4 of Swords. I feel like this is something that you have to think about. This perspective that you have to think about, and looking at those actions, your own actions. Self-reflection. I feel like that's what this is self-reflection. Not to beat yourself up about things that you didn't do or you did do, or, not to go in that direction, but that self-reflection about what it is that you're putting out there. Making choices is about learning. Learning from those, instead of just beating yourself up about it, saying, what can I learn from this? What can I learn from these past relationships? What can I learn from these decisions that I made in the past? And what changes can I make to make them a more positive change that falls in my favor? But I feel like by not beating yourself up about the decisions that you've made, that you'll learn from that, and that you'll be able to move forward with a different perspective. All right, let's see. I'm feeling maybe Seven of Flames, 7 of Flames, 7 of Wands. She's doing her dance, feeling free. For some reason, what came to me is saging. Maybe getting some sage and saging your living space, and that may help to clear the energy, or lighting some candles. I find, for me personally, everybody has their own way of doing things, but I feel that if I light a candle, that I feel like that burns away negative energy, and then that helps lighten the energy around me. So maybe that would help. Maybe that would help to release some of this energy, doing that saging. All right, let's see. I'm going to do an animal oracle card. Cow spirit, the miracles are endless. The miracles are endless, and that's what you have to believe in. believing in that point of view. Devil, which also is the Capricorn card. Take care immediately to avoid temptation and deceit. Being careful about your choices, you know. But I also feel like that, you know, the Devil card represents the Capricorn card. So that's about you focusing and making those right decisions for you. And then we have this one, the Death card, a time of natural transition and transformation. Okay? That's what I feel like for some of you also. Being careful about your decisions that you make, and that could be about your own thinking and your own projections into situations. And I do feel that for some of you, you are transforming, that you are changing, that you are looking at those things that you're putting out there, that energy that you're putting out there. And are you protecting yourself too much? Like I said before, yes, you have to protect yourself, but sometimes we can do that too much because we hold ourselves back from attaining those things that we want to attain, that we want to have this 10 of Cups relationship, but we're holding ourselves back because we don't want to be hurt. And we have to look at, are we doing that with our relationships, whatever that relationship, you know, whether it's a partnership or whatever that relationship is, that maybe we're holding ourselves back from going deeper within that relationship. All right. Love this reading. Definitely, I could feel that emotionally. I could feel this, the emotions within this reading, as I felt it. Hopefully, you did too. The miracles are endless. Keep believing in that. Thank you so much for watching. As always, stay positive, stay safe, and I will see you next time.